Hi, welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Remember to click on our like button and like our show. You can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. or my website at macjacksonjr.com and register for our upcoming workshop that's scheduled for January 24th, 2017, folks. You should be there. Send your employees. It's very, very important that they have this cybersecurity awareness training within their organization. And also on our website, you can sign up for a free report on cybersecurity awareness. In this particular segment, we call New Tech Gadgets for Business and Personal Productivity. So what do we mean by this? We mean applications or apps that you should have on your smart device to give you an extra layer of protection, protecting your device against malware. There's a lot of malware going on out there, folks. More and more being written and created by bad guys throughout every day. The antivirus companies are working overnight, 24 hours a day, making sure they have the latest malware attacks and they get this information out to the public, keeping their devices safe. But you could do your fair part in this as well, is by letting your friends and family know and making sure that your machines, your devices have the latest in malware. So when you think of having your file server, which means where you have all your data stored for your customers and your business, you would have it in your office, right? Your file server, all your important documents. Well, it's your responsibility to make sure you have the latest technology and hardware to protect that data, but that could be a full-time job in itself. A lot of companies are taking advantage of the cloud by having this risk, if you would, transfer. We call it a transfer of risk. In other words, rather than you having your server in your within your organization, your information has been transferred to a cloud, and a cloud company would work diligently 24/7 in protecting your data, making sure you have the latest updates on your server, as well as antivirus software and malware, and look for vulnerabilities and the like. The cloud service that I recommend you should take a look at is called InSync. InSync offers a virtual desktop cloud solution, and within this virtual desktop cloud solution, you can operate your computer files and your applications as if you were sitting in front of your server in your office, but your server is located in another location. Using remote connectivity gives you an extra layer of protection of all your data, and companies like InSync spend lots of money and time making sure that you have the latest state-of-the-art hardware in mind and backing up of your data. So definitely give InSync a try. For more information, go to insync.com and click on the promo code MacJackson. That's promo code MacJackson over at insync.com. Now, think of emails. When you think of your emails, there's a new technique of encrypting your emails. In other words, when your email is sent from point A to point B from the sender to the receiver, that email could possibly be compromised if the hacker has the technology to do that. The email can be captured. We call it the man in the middle. Someone can capture your email as it's being transmitted between point A to point B. So there are companies now that are coming up with ways to encrypt that information. In other words, your email is encrypted and it cannot be read unless the other side, the receiver, has the correct keys to unencrypt the email to read it. Now there are several companies that offers this type of technology. One of the companies that we are looking at here is called Evercloud. Evercloud email encryption program. Definitely check them out over at evercloud.com for more information on how to encrypt your emails so they can be transmitted between point A and point B, between you and your customers, you and your vendors, or whoever you're sending email to. It is protected and secured. When saving information, such as in the cloud, and you need to have access to it, wouldn't it be great to be able to have access to all of your information whenever you need it on your smart device? A great tool that allows you to do that is called Evernote. With Evernote, you can scan business cards from a network event, let's say, have all your bank statements, your reports, passport information, all of your important documents securely stored in the cloud. And with just a couple of text clicks searches, you can bring up this information when you need it. It's a great program. Check out Evernote at evernote.com, EVERNOTE, evernote.com. When you're looking at your computer system, folks, you need to have a list of applications that can give you an extra layer of protection. One of them is a backup system. I was mentioning this a few months ago when I lost my cell phone and I wasn't able to contact anyone. Can you imagine that, folks? If you ever lost your cell phone, how would you be able to call anyone? Well, nowadays, we don't remember cell phone numbers anymore. We remember them by the person's name. When I lost my cell phone a few months ago, it was really daunting, that whole idea of testing the techniques and security that I practice, right? It was really interesting to go through those steps. But yes, I was able to do that because we've established a process and procedure. If information is stolen or lost, there are steps to take to get the information restored back to where your original position was. You should also do this too. So I would recommend, folks, that you have a backup system set up on your smart device, on your smartphone. If that data is ever stolen, you can easily recover it and restore it back. You need to test out those systems and make sure they work. So the first one is a backup system with a restore that you have practiced and gone through the steps. Second is that make sure you have antivirus software. McAfee, Symantec, AVG, any of them would be fine. Now others, there's some that are better than others, but it's best to have something on your phone or your smart device and not have anything at all. Make sure you have antivirus software programs on your phone. The other thing is make sure you go through all the updates from the manufacturers of your phone, from Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, all of them, Sprint. Make sure you have the latest version updates to your smart device, because the companies aforementioned are working 24/7 and making sure that their device is protected from these cyber thieves, and you need to make sure that yours are too. If you're within an organization, you should make sure that your policy on BYOD, bring your own device, is updated with any additional information that can affect your business. These documents and policies and procedures that we talk about on the show and we talk about with my company and companies that we work with are living and breathing documents, folks. They change all the time because the posture of these cyber criminals change all the time, and you need to make sure that your documents are updated to have the latest information on what to do if there's a cyber breach within your organization. Your email policy as well. You should have an email policy that produces email etiquette, making sure that your employees within your organization understand what happens if they click on a website or click on an email attachment they shouldn't click onto. Come to our cybersecurity awareness workshop, folks. We will take you through an exercise that you could test your employees and make sure that your employees understand their responsibility. They are one of the strongest and weakest links within an organization when it comes to cybersecurity. So we're going to make sure your folks are very, very strong links within your organization. When you are looking at backups, again, make sure you have correct backups. Okay, we talked about that. How would you know if your smart device is being under attack? Now, there's a couple things about this. I've gotten this question before. There's been several different ways that you could tell if your device is under attack. One of the ways is that your tablet or smartphone runs very, very slow than it usually does. You receiving text messages or sending out text messages to people that you don't know or people you do know with information that you did not type in to send could be a great cause. There's a cyber attack going on with your phone. Also, your battery, it recharges, doesn't last long. It drains very, very fast and very rapidly. These are just some of the things you could do that you may notice, that you may be under cyber attack. If this does happen to you, make sure you have the latest antivirus software on your phones and let the manufacturer know and contact them, and maybe they can do something quickly to get this issue resolved. Now, as far as passwords, there's a program I recommend. It's called LastPass, LASTPASS.com. Folks, this program is amazing. I get emails all the time from other businesses and individuals that have used it and have said that this program has saved them lots of time and trouble in remembering all the passwords that they go through on a daily basis and websites that they visit. So you need to check it out too for yourself. That's LastPass at LastPass.com. The last one, folks, Hotspot Shield. You need to have a cloak around your smart device when you're on free Wi-Fi, when you're in coffee shops or the hotels. LastPass Hotspot Shields will give you that. And we have more. We'll be back after these messages.